Hey yo, yeah, baby. I was trying to go live. You fucked it all up. Um, hey y'all, welcome to Roast Bill with Moth. Welcome to Roast Bill with Moth. Basically, I'm just about to talk about a little bit of my week and how it's going. What I plan on, how I plan on for it to go. Also, I want to talk about a topic. I'm gonna call it the runner up. It's pretty good one. First, my week been pretty interesting. I had a good Valentine's Day with my girlfriend, but we got stuck out of town in Austin, and it was a freeze over the last 2 or 3 days in Texas, and a lot of people pipes are busted. And as y'all know, I'm a plumber, so I'm about to make a lot of money this week. I'm looking forward to that. My week was pretty interesting. I mean, being locked down with one person is like it's different when you want to do it by choice versus when it just happened normally, naturally. Let me get some light in this joint, man. I look like I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Um, yeah, so it was just different, but I'm happy. I had a good time. Spent unwanted money, but however, God is good. I've made all that money back today. So that was a blessing. Um, I think as far as my topic goes, I really want to talk about the runner up and what I see. Well, what I mean by the runner up, and I might have Fed come in as a guest later on. Matter of fact, let me shoot that over to him just so y'all can see. I know he would like this topic, and I should have him in here listening to it. So y'all just bear with me a second. I'm gonna send him this live footage so he can be as a guest whenever I'm ready for him to hop on. Just bear with your boy. But yeah, in the meantime, though, while trying to get I'm trying to get Fed on board. For some details, my girlfriend and I was in a 4-star hotel. It was pretty cool. It was on UT campus at AT&T Conference Center. Uh, they since the freeze came, they had one restaurant open, and they only had a limited menu. So we was pretty much like in that whole struggling. But then like the last day, we ended up finding like canes, and my baby slipped and fell in the ice. It was just so funny. It was a pretty interesting time. But I had fun, nevertheless. And there's Fed. He just texts me. Also, also, uh, okay, just sent Fed the live stream. All right, just sent Fed the live stream. So I kind of want him to be in here as a guest when I start doing a runner up topic. But yeah, back to this Austin stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool out there though. It snowed. I never really just been in snow that deep. I think no, never have. So it was like 4 or 5 inches of snow. Even the drive back to Houston was. I thought it was gonna be worse, but it was pretty. It was pretty cool. It was like just with some ice on the roads, but I mean, I really imagined it to be a lot worse. When I got to Houston, it was like normal. It was like not really much ice on the freeway and nothing like that. So again, all the blessing from God, but it really was pretty. I mean, it's really pretty interesting. Like I don't know, like when you're stuck with someone, you either gonna like them more or you're gonna like get tired of them. And I was like in the middle. I was like, I didn't know if I was tired of her. I definitely like her more because there's things I've seen about her. And she's just amazing. She's just an amazing character. So that was pretty cool. Don't mind me. I eat all day. And there we go. The biggest of motherfucking homies just stepped in the motherfucking building.
All facts. It's late night over here. Not as late as your ass is. I got the Starburst sour gummies on deck.
Yeah.
I just had a slice of no bake cheesecake. I got these ridiculously good Parmesan and roasted garlic motherfucking Pringles. And you can't get money if you don't drink water, bitch.
Nigga, my apartment got no water in there right now because
The
the
irony.
line frozen. I was just telling them how my whole week went with Austin. I was stuck in Austin with my girl, man. I was just telling the folks, man. But this topic I want to get into, I was waiting for you to hop on, but the runner up, that's the topic. And what the runner up is to me is like the woman that's on side me. Whether that's somebody I'm dating, whether that's somebody I'm interested in, whether that's somebody that I'm fucking and planning on being more with, wifey, whatever, whoever that person is, like. I call him the runner up, and this has been something I've been thinking about for a while. Because I always think to myself, like, I don't know if you do this, Fab, but like when I get a girlfriend, they always motivate me to like do things, right? Like let's say I want to get a house. Like let's say I'm like motivated to get this house, and then me and this girl break up, but then I meet another girl. I would still have that same motivation, but I would in my head I would say I'm doing it for you, even though I'm doing it for myself, I'm doing it for her. And I thought to myself, like, why do I always do that? And I was like, it's simply because the woman on side me is a runner up. It's like, that's what I want to do. So you're going to get that luxury treatment anyway, regardless of who the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make a difference. Like, you can be Samantha, you can be Keisha, you can be Brittany. Like, it don't matter who you are. Like if you're on side me, you're the runner up. Like, literally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the person in line to get all the good incentives, like whatever that and the bad, but regardless of the fact is you're the runner up, and it sounds more like somebody that you're interested in, not more like you're already dating. But I think even somebody you're already dating is the runner up, because nothing's promised to last forever. That's why I see it that way. Even if you marry somebody, that's not a promised commitment forever. It's supposed to be, but what 50% of Americans get divorced, correct? I think if that get married. So I think it's 50%, a little over 50, I believe. If you get married, you're gonna get divorced. Your first marriage, you're gonna get a divorce. So 50% chance. So that's scary to even know. So yeah, that's why I'm calling this one the runner up. So how I see it, and this is mainly for the fellas, like I think that we need to actually stop using women to motivate us, because a lot of us do that, like seriously, because I'm guilty. I mean, I'm guilty, and that's why I say that. Well, we need to start looking at the woman on side of us as the runner up. Like, you're going to get these incentives because I want them, like straight up, because I want them, like, because I'm gonna build a house, like I'm gonna get money, like I'm gonna do this, like, and even if you're doing all that too, it's all fine. Even if you're helping me do all that, it's all fine. But at the end of the day, that's what you are, like the runner up. Fad said that's deep, but Fad, it's true though, man. I've been thinking about it for like a few weeks. I'm telling you, and it's like I really feel like that's the position, a queen can be a runner-up. You the king. Don't forget. So you can get a queen, and if that queen don't work out, essentially you will find another queen. So that's why I see him as a runner-up. And it sounds so fucked up because I don't mean it in a bad way at all, man. I really don't. But that's the position. That's how I'm saying it. So what you think about that, Fed?
Okay. So let me make sure I'm understanding this shit correctly, right?
Yeah.
So for you, the woman you are dealing with in more than just a platonic capacity is the runner up in terms of being in your life, or in terms of how she's adjacent to you. Like what are we saying? Just before I respond.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm. So it's kind of a hard one. That's what I'm trying to explain it. So like when I say she's the runner up, it's like again because nothing's made to last forever. And so it's like another one can come. Like right now, if me and baby don't work out, like another girl will come. Just like me and my ex didn't work out, and somebody else came. You know what I'm saying? Like it can happen. Like that's life. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, that's what you are. You're just a runner up. Like you're literally just there. Like you're the number one contender, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just you're just there. You're the main one. You're the one we're looking at. Like you're the one we're giving our time to. You got all the lights on you and shit. You know, like you're the runner up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the one at right now at this moment. And you don't want to be the runner up forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to end up eventually just being that, I guess, solid woman in your life. But since nothing's made to last forever and nothing's guaranteed, that's why I think I always would see it as a runner up. Because I was thinking about that seriously.
Okay. So she's the runner up in adjacent in regards to you being number one in your world, and she's
Mm-hmm.
runner up because she comes behind you.
And see, that's what I'm saying. And I won't say it like that. But again, a lot of us fellas, and I don't know I don't know if you're guilty of this. So I would need you to say yes or no if you are. Are you guilty of that? Like something you want to do, you don't do it until you get a woman because she motivated you to do it, or you use her as your motivation to do it. You know?
Okay. So before we get back to the definition, I want to go ahead and address that. So a woman doesn't motivate a man to do shit.
Damn.
And any man that tells you otherwise is fucking lying. I'm going to catch so much heat for this, and that's okay. Because fuck y'all. So women are literally the perfect definition of a situation. And situations don't change who we are, they expose who we are. Okay. A woman will only bring out of you what the fuck was already there. Okay. As far as how hard you choose to go at it, she could be a contributing factor. If anything, let's say you're a fire, and the woman that's with you is the accelerant. She didn't start the fire, you started the fire, but she made it blaze more. You understand what I'm saying? She may give you incentive to do more than what you're capable of, but it's still within the realms of your fucking abilities. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You like to go to the gym. Maybe you're going more. Maybe you eat a certain way. Maybe she's trying you to get to try more shit. Maybe you like to keep a fresh cut. Maybe she wants you to like experiment with haircuts. She is bringing out, flushing out more of what was already fucking there. You're capable of whatever you are capable of, and the woman will only flush that out, whether it's because she don't want you to do the shit or you have a reason to bring out more of who you are because of her presence. Now, take for example, niggas know me. I am now on a nickname basis. Almost no one knows me as Anton. I'm just Fed. It
Right.
took 2 damn decades to get to where nobody knows my name basis. You know what I'm saying? Commission Productions as a whole owes most of where it is now to an excellent woman by the name of Lorena Leona, aka Kim, right? You don't know Kim, but I'm gonna just leave her name as Kim.
Yeah.
I've been doing a blog online called On Your Ass for about 2 years until she and I started dating at the time, before I met my wife and shit. Someone came up on me while I was filming and asked me, how much do I charge to shoot my shit? To which I said nothing. And for her, that fucked her up. She's like, you're not charging for this? She was like, you could make money off this. I always knew I was talented. So it's not like she gave me something to like be talented at my shit for YouTube, but she gave me something to do the business side of things, even though I wasn't really interested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because of the business attributes she brought to something I love to do, it became a mini conglomerate of blogs, battle raps, parties, this, that, and the third, and then the no name basis that I have now where I can be fed. She accelerated that process. Would it have gotten there eventually? Absolutely. I have no doubt about that. But to where it is now and how it is now, she flushed that out. I will say that. Now, what I have a problem with is when women will tell you that they are responsible for who the fuck you are. Like they said that you weren't this until you got with me.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your mouth, okay? I
Yeah.
brought that out because I am with you. There might have been things that I never had to do until you came into the picture. Maybe shit was okay with the way it was, and I didn't have to flush out those things until I got with you. I didn't have to worry about my grooming. Okay. I didn't have to worry about the way I speak to certain people's parents. I didn't have to worry about the way I fuck until I started putting my dick in your ass. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to worry about my parenting skills until we had children. You came in and allowed me to bring those qualities that
Mm-hmm.
were dormant
Exactly.
out.
Yes, exactly. And that's making
Don't
my
ever
that's
get it fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah, like don't ever get it fucked up like you're the reason I am what I am. You're the reason I could be more of what the fuck was already here. That's not to say you're
Mm-hmm.
not important. I will never say you're not
Exactly.
important.
Yes.
That's not to say that. But the woman, or let's say the significant other, whatever your taste may be, gives you the incentive to flush out your capabilities, unless you're just not fucking capable of those things. Because if a woman, no matter how much you want the person you want to be with, it can't make you capable of the shit you can't damn do. It just fucking can't. It'll give you reason to try, but it won't create it. Wanting someone does not create abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It doesn't do that.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. But you just like put the nail on the hammer, bro. I mean, like you said, like keeping your face good, dressing nice, being a good parent, having good sex. These are all things that men should do before a woman come in their life. This is something that a single man should already have all in place. Even like goals. Like I noticed one thing that I would do is like I would always say like you said, the workout thing. Like I would probably get with a girl and I'm like, you know, you motivate me to work out. When in actuality, I should already have been doing that. I shouldn't need you to motivate me to do that. Or I shouldn't even use the fact that you're in my life as a reason to go do that. It should be because
Mm-hmm.
I want to. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm trying to say. I think that us as men, we just need to start putting ourselves back. I mean, honestly, back forward again, because back in the day, you wasn't hearing no man simp. Cause that's some simp ass shit if you think about it, bro. It really is some simp shit. Just to be you get like you literally you're idolizing. I mean, there's nothing wrong idolizing your queen, or even if it's not your queen, just a girl that you fuck with. Like I said, it can be any scenario, right? Because a runner up sounds like you got multiple bitches, but it ain't the case. You know what I'm saying? I can have
Mm-hmm.
one chick that's a runner up, straight up. Like that's what you are. You're the runner up in my life. Like the man, I'm gonna say it, the bitch on side me is the runner up. That's what I'm gonna say, straight up. And I don't, you know, I usually don't call girls bitches, but the bitch on side me is the runner up. Like whatever I get, whatever goals I want to meet, whatever I want to do, like it's an incentive to you, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
vice versa. It can be the same. I can be a runner up too, but don't forget I am the king. Like I do run the castle, right? So
So I think the issue with that is that maybe the term runner up might
yeah,
be where you could lose people.
that's
So
why.
if you want to say that she's not necessarily the priority of what makes you you, then that's different. But when you
Yeah,
think of runner up, you think that, okay, here's the thing. When you use the term runner up for what it is, you are literally saying that there's something that has captured the end goal that the runner
mhm,
up did not reach.
yeah,
If you have chosen her in any capacity, she's not the runner up. She can't be. Not even in your life because you chose her. You chose
right.
to fuck her. You chose to give her attention. You chose to give her your time. Shit that you can't get back, by the way. So, by pure definition, that would be the wrong word to use. I get where you was going with it though, but that
But
would be
out of
the
all,
wrong term to use.
that's kind of what another thing too. But out of all girls, though, you're the one that I chose, right? Like you're the one that I'm fucking with. Like
Right.
you're the runner up. Like you're literally the runner up. Like that's what you are. Like that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying the runner up to what though?
Well,
Because you're you, she
again,
can't be the run up to you because like
I'm gonna say this again. Again, nothing's is promised, right? Again,
right.
me and Shawty can break up tomorrow. We
Yeah.
just straight up. I can stop fucking with anybody tomorrow, and I can
Okay.
find a new runner up. You know what I'm saying? But
But
like,
but here's my issue with that. So let's say we treat this runner up shit like sports, right?
mhm,
Let's say The woman you with is essentially the person that won the championship. Until she is dethroned, she is the defending bitch in your life. Okay? Like,
Mhm.
she got the ring right now. Metaphorically speaking, she's got the ring. She is running shit. But someone might come along and, take the chip from her. And now she's the reigning champ as
So
far as
that one,
position in your life.
but that one that came along was the runner up, correct? She was the runner up.
She was not in position at first. Correct. Now the
She was
chick
the runner
behind the
up.
one, yeah, the one behind the chick you chose, who is in position to maybe dethrone her, she's the runner. But the one that's with you, she's the winner at that point.
Right, right,
She
right.
might not, she might not be able to stay that way forever. To which your credit, you are right. She could lose it, and even some other chick could take her spot. Whether
Mhm.
you trade her off or she just passed her prime, whatever. She can be traded. You could franchise tag her, get rid of her, whatever. But she might request to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she might
And
request to
you
leave.
you might draft a new bitch. You feel me? Like, but
Yeah,
at that point, the person that's right there is not a runner up. She is, I guess the best way to put it, instead of runner up, let's say the person that's with you is your franchise player. This is the person you're gonna build your team, the team being equivalent to your future
mm.
around. But the chick that's behind her are all the bench warmers, the walk on, you know what I'm saying, undrafts and whatever. Like, those would be those people. They're undrafted. They might not have gone to college. They might have been in a JUCO. They might be straight out of high school per se, fresh to the game. But the one that you're running with at the time, she is doing what is required to build your team equal to future around. Your runner up is the person
But
that might not be number one, but at any point she could come in and hit the game, win a shot we need it, i.e., a good nut. When shorty that's winning her mouth or whatever is winning is like not doing the job to win to stay in your life. You know what I'm saying? I would say
yeah,
the runner up would be the person that can, on any given Sunday, be the person that win the game, and the game being the equivalent to whatever situation you face at that time with the one you're with, the person you're running with in that franchise. So if you decide that, okay, shorty on the bench or off to the side been coming in clutch when I need her, I might need to try her out. Let me sit the franchise player down right now and bring her up to this level and see what she do when she's in control of the team.
and
That being my life.
that's funny because I was gonna just make that argument just now, but the opposite way. To me, that automatically make that franchise player a runner up because if you were so valuable, how could you possibly get benched? Even with it, like I mean, we can even argue like D Rose, like even with an injury, he's still a very great player. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
But
But the
but
thing is, D Rose now will never be MVP Rose.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
of
I'm saying?
course, of
And
course.
and the thing is, even your franchise player can have an off fucking night. There's been plenty of nights Curry could go like 3 for 16 from beyond the
Mhm.
arc, but ain't no one for to argue the nigga can't shoot because he can fucking shoot. You
Right,
know?
but you don't think that like if let's say another player came on that team, let's say Curry got injured for a year, another player came on that team that shoot 10 times better than Curry and play point guard. You think he's still starting?
Well, as you and I watching those sports to know, let's as a matter of fact, I give a great example. Let's go to the Saints right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were times where Breeze did not start, and who the fuck they stuck in to start?
Taysom Hill, I believe, if that's
Okay,
what you're on.
now Taysom Hill got in the game and he managed to win a game or two, right? I don't know how many games he won, but he managed to win some games, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
But
he only
you
lost one.
you got him there to manage the shit until the guy who has historically been able to get it done for more than a decade. When he's ready, you send him back. Now, if for any reason that guy that comes back, let's say Curry's out for a year, and the guy's shooting his lights out, because here's the thing. Let's go back to basketball. When Jeremy Lin came to the Knicks, well, when Jeremy Lin first came into the league, niggas didn't know what he was about because he was a bench warmer. But he got in because somebody got injured, and he started shooting lights out. But as you let him play
Capello got
longer
injured.
games, when
Yeah.
you let him play longer games, you saw that he wasn't really all that fire. He was just great right there because he had been sitting for a minute. But long term, Lynn would never be better than the nigga that he was taking the place of at that time. So your shorty, that's the runner up, she has flashes in the pans of greatness. Whether, let's say, one night the franchise player is irking your fucking nerves, but the one on the bench the runner up might come in and blow you down, one night and just ease your brain. But just because she could blow you down this particular night don't mean she can do all this. She can't cook, she can't clean, she might have bad hygiene, she got a stank attitude, she has terrible social skills, she can't suck dick, but she is way better as a total package than this shorty.
I like the sports thing. I think this might help me out with my point a little bit better. So let's take Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. That's a better example for me. So boom. All right, we got Tony Romo, franchise player, franchise tag, one of the greatest quarterback of all time. Don't argue with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, very good guy. Anybody would love to have him on his team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, Tony Romo started fucking up. However, still probably one of the best quarterbacks Cowboys ever had. Like, Troy Aikman, yeah, but second, third best, no, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know that Tony Romo did things for the Cowboys. So, when Dak Prescott came, you know what I'm saying? We just like, okay, this young dude, he nice and whatever, but it's Romo. Just like Breeze, right? It's Breeze. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He coming back. Prescott had a couple good games. You know what I'm saying? Romo felt confident. He didn't think he was gonna get off the team. You know what I'm saying? He didn't think he was gonna. That's kind of my whole point. Sometimes when you use a woman as your motivation, she gets too comfortable. Like she gets to start thinking like, yeah, this is my spot. So she get to treating you like she can do what the fuck she want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can suck. No, my nigga, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't suck. Like, you're a runner-up. Like, you can get replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted.
Here's the issue with that analogy. Although Tony Romo might have been one of the best quarterbacks as far as entertaining, and he got the stats and numbers, overall, as a pure quarterback from that position, during his tenure with the Cowboys, you can easily name 10 quarterbacks better than him. Easily. So the thing is, your ability to be replaced by the runner-up is only predicated by the longevity of, the span. Like, what have you done in this span that you're here? If I look back and review the numbers and the outcome, and I don't like what I see, you got to fucking go. Can Tony Romo sell tickets? Yes. Can he throw the ball? Is he athletic? Is he a good passer? Is he good to watch on the field? Yes. Does he win you games? Does he take you to the fucking chip? The answer is no. Now, Dak hasn't got there yet, but Dak wins more games. And he's good to watch. Now, my thing is, I want to try something a little different. If we stay on the football thing, let's say we go, what's a good tandem that makes sense in the same position where it could be on the field at the same time? Let's say Larry Fitzgerald and Anquan Bolden on the Cardinals, right? Larry Fitzgerald, certified Hall of Famer. Anquan Bolden, he'll reach there, when by the time he leaves, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You got two of these guys on the field. Your number one target is Larry fucking Fitzgerald. Anquan Bolden is also on the field at the same time. So you have two people that could compete for your number one and number two receiver spots, although they can put up similar stats at any given point in time. Your number one in that particular instance could be like your Larry Fitzgerald. Dependable down to the end, they got it covered. There are very few nights where your Larry Fitzgerald is going to lack at any given time. Your Anquan Bolden is equally reliable, but if Fitzgerald is not in the game, you're a little concerned with Anquan Bolden by himself. If Anquan Bolden is out, you're not concerned with Larry Fitzgerald being by himself. Same thing with, let's say, Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju's nice. AB clearly showed why he was better. And both the teams he ended up going to, when he went to Oakland before he got put off, when he went to New England before he got put off, and ultimately landed down there with the Buccaneers and got himself a fucking ring. He is that guy. Whereas with Juju, okay, you nice, but you're not AB. And the only reason you look even remotely good to that is because I, the quarterback, if I'm Big Ben, I make you look good because I know what I was doing before you got here and lost whatever players I had on my team. So the same thing with the shorty. Okay, we're in this position because I chose you. Make no mistake about it. I chose you. You are here in my team now. You're the person I'm going to throw the ball to. The play being the dates, the love, the affection, the time, the money, the effort. That's my spiral pass to you. If I notice you are dropping the ball, both figuratively and literally, now I got to see who else is on the team because you're giving me incentive not to do that. But as far as, like I said, it goes back to the term. When you're thinking about runner up, the runner up is only around if whoever you picked is not handling business. But the person you picked is because they were handling business. Let's say you didn't have a team at all and you were looking to build your franchise around your player. Let's say you're in the draft. You're single. Being single is like being in the draft. You're scouting. When you're going on dates, that's like looking at the college combines and the college football playoffs and shit. You're looking at what's popping out in the streets or the undrafted world. The draft comes up. You go on these dates. You examine their skills, getting to know people. You know, you're comparing skill sets based on what they tell you and what you've experienced during these dates. Let's say you got 5 women you're testing at the same time, you know, for the draft. This one is super smart. This one has her own business. That one can make her ass clap without even having to move her legs. This one can suck dick through a straw. That one over there is a great mom to her kids. Well, you're comparing these things, you know, during the dating phase. But then for some reason, you pick the one that makes the most sense for your franchise. So she's the pick right now, while everyone else just sits in the later rounds, if you even pick them up at all. So, and remember, I think the draft would make more sense for your analogy. Let's say the one you picked is the one that you know for sure you're going to sign them to the team and they're going to make the roster, okay, in your life. And everybody else you drafted, they can play, but for some reason, they're not going to make the cut. You're going to keep them around, but when it's time to make that 53-man roster, they might not make the team.
I'm sorry if I cut you off. I think the reason why the reason why I really say that, and you said it, and I think that's the truth, is because I see myself as the one, straight up, and then I see the person next to me as the 2, and that's just what it is. That makes you the runner-up.
Put them there.
Yeah, but why put them as the 2?
No, I'm saying, like, why? If you're number 1 and you got it on lock and you got together, then why have a number 2 where you could just be number 1 on your own? Like, why can't she be like 1A or 1B or some shit?
Who the fuck want to die alone? Like,
I'm saying, like, why can't she be 1A or 1B? Like, if she is at that point an extension of you because you already got you together, then she doesn't need to be number 2. She could be like, you know, 1A or 1B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I won't quite call it an extension of me. That's probably
okay, my bad. Addition. I don't want to say maybe an addition. Okay.
Yeah, an addition sounds better. And that's probably why I'm seeing it as a runner up, because again, I don't want that place to feel solidified. I don't want you to feel like you know, that shit's just given to you. Like, okay, yeah, I'm in this place. I ain't going nowhere. Like, you know how to, you know, this, that, and the third, you know, like, and I'm just like, all right. And again, this all goes back to the fact that I personally, like, in my personal opinions on me, always, every time I get a girlfriend, I notice one thing I always say, oh, you know, I'm gonna get this because of you, or I'll do this because of you, or, you know, always because of you. And it's like, you just, I notice that they get in a spot to where they just feel overly confident, you know, and it's like, and I noticed that when breakups happen, it's kind of like, okay, but I found somebody better than you though. Like, and you made me feel like I was doing all this for you. And it's like, okay, now I got all this shit. And at the end of the day, like, who's I really doing it for though? You know, like me, you know what I'm saying? And like, we're at the end of the day, where were you? Like, you were just a runner up.
The issue with that sentiment is that it paints women into a spot where, like, they're not your equal. And that might be the issue women would take with that. Because whether you find someone better, elevation should not translate in any capacity to the woman that is no longer in the picture being less than, just because you could always find someone better. And also, in the way you speak about it, it almost comes off as if, like, it's not a two-way street. It's like, I'm that nigga and I chose you, but you can be replaced. And it's like, but it almost like it's almost as if, though, speaking from a woman's perspective, if I can, I don't know if I can because I'm not a woman, but like, it almost gives like the impression that, you know, she's got all the shit to do. And no matter what the fuck she does, it means nothing if for any reason you go. It's almost like being with you is almost like a right to work job. Like I could fire you just fucking because it's Tuesday. You're fired.
Nah. That's.
I'm just saying, if she could be replaced so easily, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I found someone better. Better in what regard? Because better is subjective, but you're saying that she can be just that fast. You're saying
Well,
this
this
though.
this replacement is not going to be easy. I mean, we already know that when if I get my heart broken, I'm going to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
not that it's going to be an easy process. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying the position. Like once you really just go back and look at what the position was, to me personally, it was just a runner up. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what you were. Yeah, I probably
I'm still
thought you was
trying
a
to
franchise.
figure it
I
out.
probably
Like,
thought you was a franchise player. Like I probably, I probably drafted Johnny Manziel thinking he was gonna, you know what I'm saying, be the player I was gonna have on my team for the next 10 years, but came to find out, homeboy wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was just a runner up. That's all he was.
okay, but I'm
Like,
saying like a runner up to what? Because the thing, if we use the
well, a
team
runner,
analogy,
okay. He was a runner up to what? Was he went to the Browns? What team he
yeah,
went to? So wherever coach he coached, whoever was the coach, I guess, whoever drafted
okay,
him, that's who he's the runner up to. Like that's who decided to pick you. Like that person see
okay,
something in you, they picked you, put you on a team, you felt the job. Therefore, that's what you were. You were a runner up. But I get that the title could change. But I guess I'm thinking more short term than long term anyway. And I'm
mm,
guessing for you, you're thinking long term because you're married. You know what I'm saying? But I guess in my life, I've never really my longest relationship probably was like a year and a half to 2 years. And that's
mm.
at the longest. So to me, most of the girls I dated were just runner ups. Like that's what they were essentially.
So I guess in that case, we gotta break. We gotta get to what they run up to because I don't think it's a run up to you. It might be a runner up to the expectation of who you like. The woman that would ideally be the person you would never leave. A woman may always be the runner up to that bitch because she might not fucking exist. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
she might.
but
I mean, I said like I mean, based on like what you and I like, what we like as women, or I mean, what we like as men in our lives. Because it's everyone's got their own taste. Do your thing. Like what we see as the ideal woman. Most women will never measure up to that. Now, my wife, on the other hand, because I am married, like she is that. So the next person might not come close to that because in all the years that I've even thought about it, like with my wife giving me like the passes and she being with the shits, she's even more harder to catch up to for any woman. So it's like at that point, what woman? Because you can't say she's running up to you because you're you. You have a you. She can't. The woman can't be a run up to you because your position is totally separate from what she does. Like a player, some coaches have never played a game in their fucking life, but there's a reason they can coach. You know what I'm saying? So the person you're picking to be on your team, your franchise, what you're building your organization around, is not based on what you do in your position. Because the GM, the owner, the fucking the coaching staff and shit, they don't do the shit the players have to do, but they can all put collectively, that being like all aspects of your mind, think of, okay, this is a good fit for where I'm going. It may not be permanent because where I'm going, this woman that I pick for the time being on a temporary basis can never take me to where I'm going because I'm always going somewhere higher than where she's going to allow. She will get old. She will get annoying. She will aggravate me. I may want something else. The franchise may move in a different direction. Much like sports teams, eventually have to switch gears to achieve success and whatever it may be in your life. The woman you pick will always fall short of that, depending on how fast, how much, and how often you are trying to achieve that particular goal. You a made man, my nigga. You got your own shit. You take care of yourself. You straight. So a woman that's coming in, it's gonna be hard, if not impossible, for her to measure up to what the ideal woman you could be because you're already there. Realistically speaking, if there was another woman who was essentially like a female version of you, you'd be married right the fuck now. But since she doesn't exist,
Yeah.
every bitch gonna fall short. But she could do
So
the things. She could do enough to stick around for a minute.
yeah, but I mean, and that's kind of where I'm. And that, again, something that I've been thinking about. This is like probably more personal than anything. Of I'm glad you came in and joined the
Oh no,
conversation.
you're not even
Yeah,
alone. I'll give you a
yeah.
great story. My homegirl Sade, she's part of my Supreme Court, great woman. I've asked her many times, why are you single? She's like, realistically speaking, I can't find a nigga that can do even a quarter of the shit that I can do for myself.
But
Like
she find
I
runner ups,
claim
don't she? Like, don't she get these
she
dudes that come
yeah.
in
So
for like 6 months,
and
years? You
that's
know,
and so it's like that. So whatever the ideal man that she has, and that's why I say it's based upon. So you're right as far as like you being what she's a runner up to, but not it being you. It's more so what you need. She's a run up to that because what you really need, unless communicated, the woman will always fall short of. Or maybe what you want in your life doesn't exist. It depends. But this is where communication comes in. You will never know if the woman can be the permanent solution to your problem. She could be like your forever whatever until y'all die, whatever. Like until you discover what she can do. Now that's where dating comes in, but there are some things that get flushed out over time. Maybe because she's with you, maybe you didn't see certain things she could do in the dating stages because she wanted to see where you would go. Like right now, she's good looking, she's respectable, and she can fuck. But now the line, you see that she's nurturing, she's clean, she's highly intelligent, she's aware of her surroundings. Things that not only are appealing, but also can be added to the life you already have under control. That's where I got lucky with my wife. You understand what I'm saying? When I first met her, I just know she had big tits and a nice smile, and she can cook 'cause she's Jamaican. But over
right?
time, she's great with the budget. She's excellent to my two kids because my kids are not her children. You know what I'm saying? She's a great mother figure to the kids. She's respectable to my mom. I mean, it helps that they're both Pisces, but whatever. Like she is day by day as I discover more about her, showing me why she can stick around. Let's say maybe I wanted to trade her, get her off my team. She shows me some new shit. She's like the Tom Brady. She is aging better with time. You know what I'm saying? She's like
Mhm.
an exception to the rule. And I can say I got lucky. She's a generational talent, much like a LeBron James. 18 years of doing something with somebody, something's got to give. But for some people, they can surprise you as time goes on. But that's if you give them time and you also have to have an awareness. Now, that requires work on both sides' parts. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe some folks aren't worth shit to look out for because they've already shown they have a lot of shortcomings from the jump. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's the tricky part to what you're saying. So like when you say runner up, it's to you per se, but more so to the ideal person that could stay in your life permanently.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair when you put it in those terms because at the end of the day, I guess they are competing with this imaginary woman, if not a woman that I already had. You know, so I guess you're right. I mean, even though I look at it as, but damn, I still, but see, I think maybe I'm using the wrong word because I mean, I gotta just find a better word probably because
Okay?
this whole thing is mainly for me to just make men remember that y'all are kings. You know what I'm saying? Like
Of
you
course.
don't you don't need to use a woman's motivation for you to get the things you want. If you want something, if the moment you say, "Oh, I did this for you," I feel like that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I I got this job for you because like no, get the job for your damn self. I I went out and brought this car for you. No, nigga, go buy that car for your damn
Now,
self.
now I
You know?
agree right there. I agree right there
Yeah.
because it's almost like you weren't trying to necessarily be on some shit until this person showed up, and it's like, well, my nigga, like at some point there'll be a breakdown there because you were never on that type of time.
All right.
So now eventually you're gonna fail yourself and the woman because you were in it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's just fucking stupid. Now I'm with you there. That's simping and it's fucking stupid because it serves no long term purpose and it leaves you out of whatever you took to achieve something for this person that can
Yep.
take full advantage of that with no guarantee of companionship for that matter.
Yeah. Because just think
If
about
that's
it.
your goal.
If something go bad, that's why I said this was the whole point, the runner up thing. If something go bad, what she's gonna do? Whatever she motivated you to do, that's gonna get thrown in your face. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you did, even was like something like eating her ass, like that's gonna get thrown in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, damn, I'm trying to please you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I really just feel like they'll make you the runner up. Like straight up, they will make you the runner up. Like that's why you have to be the runner. You have to be the one, and they have to be the runner up because they will make you. So
how about this then? Let's see if we can make a compromise here on that. So is the point of this to say that, okay, always make yourself priority, regardless of who you choose to have in your life? Would that be fair? Just like
fair. That's fair as fuck. Yeah.
Like, because no matter where, because here's the thing, even with my wife, I love her to death and I see her as my equal. Seeing her as my equal does not make her more important than I am to myself.
Right.
And she understands that I would never want my wife to put me before her in terms of the things that's best for her. Am I there to assist? Yes. Am I there because I love her? Yes. Are we there to make each other better? Yes. But if there's something that needs to happen for her, she's got to want it. And no matter how much I love her, want to help and be involved, if that's not the type of time she's on, I can't do nothing for her. So what you really mean to say in this particular instance is no matter how high you want to place a woman on the pedestal, she could be high as fuck above you. She can still never come before you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's where you fuck it up.
She's gonna always be the runner-up. I mean, again, that's how I really see it. Like, I really see it as a runner-up. I mean, and maybe I could think of a better word, but that's how I see it. Like, you're a runner-up.
She's just not priority. She's not runner-up because you chose her, but she's not priority over you. Like, don't place her needs or whatever over you and your needs. The minute you do that, nigga, you just lost out.
And a good example of that would be something similar to, like, you know, you gotta go to work at 7:00. But y'all in bed cuddling though, and you just, you know what, another 30 minutes. Now your dumb ass late for work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or better yet, I'll give a better example. Let's say you got one car. Your job pays more and you can't afford to be late, but you want to give her your car so she can get to work, even though she go to work later. And now you late catching the bus, so you can show that you don't want your lady like taking the car. No, bitch, you're the breadwinner. Take the damn car and she can figure some shit out, bro. Like, when you fuck up the needs of yourself because of the desire of the person you chose, you're an idiot. You can't do that. Self-love, man. Self-love and self-importance over everything.
So I think the moral is basically instead of using runner-up, we're gonna just say don't prioritize women over yourself. Straight up. Put yourself first. Remember, you're a king. Definitely keep your head on your shoulders. You know, do things for yourself. Whatever you feel going to motivate you to be a better man, do it for yourself. Don't wait for a woman to come in your life and say, you know what? Now I want to do this because I met you. You know,
and the best part about that is when you have your shit in order for yourself, you'll get who the fuck you want any damn. It makes it easy for everybody.
And that's to make it easier. That's when that girl that's gonna come is not gonna be a runner-up. That's gonna be your equal. Like that's when that runner-up change. When you really know you got everything you want going on for yourself as a man, whoever come along gonna be somebody that's not a runner-up. It could be somebody that 100% is equal, match you. It could be that franchise player Fat was talking about.
Straight up. Even still, even still though, but keep in mind, even still,
she can't get in.
She might be your equal. She still is not more. No, even the franchise player is not more important than the team. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you remember to not place, like, no team places the player over the franchise. You don't place the person you love over your self-importance. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you don't do that. That's it.
That's the moral of the story. So, y'all, this is the Speak Up Podcast. This was Real Spill with Moth. My boy Fat came in. Do your thing.
You already know, man. You can follow me everywhere. Nowhere, bitch. You can't find me. That was the point. Don't forget, this weekend, Bomb First Battlegrounds is holding Protect the Crib 2 going down at Clown at Cuts Barbershop. 2016, Opelika Boulevard, Opelika, Florida, 33056. Tickets is $25, $15 for the live stream. You can find Protect the Stream 2 on Facebook, so you can live stream it if you can't attend the event. I will be in the event hosting. The first battle comes up the very next day. Catch me this Friday before I jump on my plane on Ho
Oh,
out
hold
here.
on, chill.
Okay,
Yeah,
going
man,
down
we
6
ain't get to give
p.m.
it to him.
Listen, hey, look, what you think we should do? Should we do like music to fuck to, or should we go around with the other topic we had talked about? What the fuck that shit was? Damn, what's your
Is the
fantasy?
I thought you was gonna say is the pussy worth dying for?
Yo, I always want to do that shit like off the rip, dog.
Is the
Like, bro.
pussy worth dying for, yo? But now we can do we can do both of those in one. To be honest, what's your fantasy
Yo,
and the music playlist? We can do that in one episode.
yeah.
Really.
So tune in this Friday, and it's gonna be a wild episode. And we want people to call in. Episode 5 was episode 6 of Ho Ho Out Here. Is the pussy worth dying for?
And I will give y'all a number to really call in on too. So y'all want to call in? Let me know. Real
You
talk.
know what I'm saying? Like, is the pussy worth dying for? We want to know. Well, I've been fed. That's been mobbed.
Yes,
This is his show. I'm just tuning the fuck in. It's late night. Y'all take y'all monkey asses to sleep, man. Keep packets of mustard in your car. Keep mustard, goddammit.
Hey, I appreciate you, fan, man. One of the biggest homies right there, man.
You already know. I'm out, yo.
Yeah.